A couple of weekends ago, I went ahead and changed the fuel filter on the F-250 as one of the last things that I did for the maintenance items. And I'm glad I got all that maintenance done on that truck, especially the cooling system and radiator because of all the snow that we just got. So I'm glad I did that when I did, because it sure is difficult to work on it now. But when I changed the fuel filter, one of the things that I've noticed when I took the filter out to drain all the gas out of it, and I hope you guys can tell, is this gray film or sludge that ended up being in the drain can. And I didn't really think anything of it. Usually I just take the filters off and throw them away, but when I saw that sludge material on there, I got concerned and cut it open to see what was inside. And what I found was a mess. You can look in there and see just an incredible amount of dirt, literally mud or silt or whatever you want to call it. It definitely looks exactly like mud, all caked on there, sitting on the bottom of the filter. And what I ended up doing, why it has that kind of a strange pattern, is I tilted the filter back like that to let it drain out of the input side. And you can't really see too good, but it's just all completely coated with this contamination. I've never seen a fuel filter that dirty before. I have no idea where that guy was getting his gasoline from. I think he should change gas stations. And more disturbing is, it's not the original fuel filter that came with the truck. I was expecting that it would be, because nothing else was done to the truck except oil changes, kind of like the Crown Victoria. But it's interesting that this is not the original filter. So it makes me wonder if he was addressing some kind of a problem by changing it like that. And I'll get the filter element itself. That's what it looks like. Tons and tons of contamination. It's almost completely obstructed in some areas of the filter with that same material. Purelator is a good brand of filter. I am a little bit disappointed that the pleat spacing is not uniform. You've got a lot of wide spaces there and narrow spaces here. It does have metal end caps and a metal crimp to crimp the two ends together. Overall, it's a good filter, and it definitely did its job protecting the fuel injection system from this crud here. I've just never seen anything that bad. Looks just like mud. But definitely let that be a lesson learned. It's always a good idea to change your fuel filter, whether you have drivability symptoms or not, just as part of your routine maintenance. You never know what you're going to discover. Because the filter was that dirty when I took it out, I'm probably going to end up changing it again somewhat soon, probably in about maybe 5,000 or 10,000 miles, a lot sooner than you normally would, just to kind of get a feel for how much material is actually in the gas tank, and to prevent the filter from becoming disclogged so quickly. The engine does run a little bit better, and I think my mileage has gone up a little bit. It wasn't really driving badly to begin with, but I'm glad I got this the heck on out of there. Just to, it's always nice to know what you have when you're dealing with a used car or used truck. It's always good to know what you got. But I didn't really video that because that basically is the same procedure I use to change the filter on the Crown Victoria. But definitely you guys should make this part of your routine maintenance program, just to be on the safe side, because you never know what kind of gasoline you're really putting in your car. It might appear to be high quality gas, but it might be something different. And I try to use what they call top tier gas. There's actually a website called toptiergas.com, and Exxon is one company that makes the top tier gasoline, and that just basically means that it's a higher quality gas that meets OEM specifications and has the right quantity of additives, fuel injector cleaners and things like that added in there. With other kinds of gas that aren't top tier, you don't really know exactly what you're getting. The engine might run, but just like in the case with this fuel filter, it might not run very well.